You've seen the trailer, and you've seen the songs in the trailer. It is all kinds of music, and it's vibrant. The film is actually vibrant and young,
and it's very Indian also.
Yeah, it's very Indian, and the reason it got selected, if you see the Busan press release, so they said that we are choosing the film because we want to open. It came to us also as a huge surprise and a gift. So they said that we want to open the 20th edition of Busan Film Festival, which is the biggest film festival in Asia, with Zubaan, because their premiere films are played to 6,000 people, and it's the biggest open air theatre of a film, biggest opening theatre of any festival in the world. So they said the reason we picked up, we asked them, I said how? So they said because the film has a power to heal, to heal, and it is at a deep level. It is a film that is reaching out to everyone. So we just saw it and we fell in love with the character and we fell in love with the story. So it is a coming of age film with all the music and all. So it's basically, so this is what they said, that it is Bollywood.
It's a new kind of Bollywood.
So it's taken all the aspects of Bollywood and put it in a movie that works universally.
New age.
So and that is primarily what we wanted to achieve. You know, having seen all kinds of films that I've been a part of, that's primarily what I really wanted to work on, a film which has stunning music and yet the stories that are alive, that it's not the regular.
Actually, there is also another perspective. If you see a film like Kai Po Che, which is premiered at Berlin, and it was not a festival film, it was quite commercial, but they kind of kept it as a centerpiece presentation for a huge audience. They would not necessarily play an art film to a 6,000 people audience. They also wanted entertainment, which is also the reason why we were programming the first. Actually, we never even thought that festivals would be.
Yeah, we didn't think this was a go to any festival, because we were just, every time they selected us, we were like, really?
Like Kai Po Che, Landform, all these films really, they became like centerpiece premieres for Toronto, Berlin, all the festivals. So it kind of fell in that zone.
Yeah.
Also, I have to say that I used to tell Guneet and Shan that I really want to have a festival experience, and they were like with this film. I mean, because they are veterans at festival. They were like, this film is not going to go anywhere to any festival. This needs to come out in India, and it's like a commercial film. And I was like, but I want to have a festival experience, and we will send it to a festival. And they were like, okay, if you're being so stubborn about it, do it. So when we got selected, we were all shocked.
Yeah, so
we were like,
when I got the mail that it was an opening film, I wrote back to them saying, do you have an Indian section that we are opening? No, you're opening the whole festival. I was like, are you sure? Like, the mail has come to the right
This,
person.
by the way, was all of our reactions. We all got the email and I stared at it for like a good 5 minutes and I was like,
we are opening the festival.
Yeah, I thought like a word had been dropped out of the sentence.
And from there, we just went from strength to strength. And there was a Palm Springs International Film Festival. Again, a festival which was
very Hollywood.
Hollywood on one side, super commercial, and on one side, super like
all Oscar qualifying films. So it's a very commercial festival where you come and see the biggest of Hollywood films, and that's where we went to after Busan. We went to Palm Springs. So it is not an art house festival where you celebrate a different kind of storytelling. The film is as Bollywood.
Yeah, the audience was Asian, from all over Asia. In Palm Springs, it was fully American. And everybody, I mean, it got a really good reaction at both places. It was really liked. So it was a non-Indian audience that liked it. And a lot of people in both places, nobody understood the music. I mean, obviously, what they were saying. I mean, obviously, it was subtitled and all of that stuff. But people really took to the music, and which was really a nice surprise, because I mean, in the Q&A afterwards, everybody commented on how powerful the music is and how much they love the music. And I was just like, but you guys don't really know what they were saying. They were like, yeah, but we were reading the subtitles, and the subtitles are never really exact. You know what I mean? It's an interpretation of what they're saying. So they actually annoy me, because I'm like, that's not what it means. But they still liked it. So I was like, okay. Yeah, it's just they always irritate me, the subtitles.
But we also had some very good response in festivals which catered primarily to the Sikh community in like Sikh pockets all over the world. We played in Vancouver, in LA, and New York.
We did that as like a more like
special.
like a special screening. It was also kind of our test screenings. We played at Vancouver, and that's because yes, we do know festivals. And we played at Vancouver, and we very strategically played at Vancouver and New York. And he was mobbed after screening, so it was really tough.
That was more like they weren't really festivals, they were more like screenings.
Yeah.
Where we did private screenings for special groups in Vancouver and in New York and in LA, where there are Punjabi and Sikh diaspora live there, and we just wanted to see how they are reacting to the film, and they reacted really well. So that was just it was just like more like a survey we did for ourselves.
Yeah.
They weren't really festival screenings. They were just like.
So we've kind of been internally we've been very happy with the way things are happening, and now of course the big task of the big India release and managing expectations and everything that goes into releasing it. Very commercial. We'll be promoting 5 songs. There are 6 big songs in the film, but we'll be promoting 5 of them now. In the coming week, there's one launching in 2 days. So yeah, it is as commercial as I could possibly be about.
Difference, I think, ये कि the Masaan boy is coming with his next film. So that's a bit of a pressure because Masaan, I didn't have that pressure. Masaan mein it was, Masaan was the hero. इसमें थोड़ा सा it's that, the Masaan guys yet again back again with this film. So वो है, otherwise it's still the same. I think I'm one of the rare lucky actors to call 2 films as his first film. So I just feel that same kind of energy with Zubaan also, because this is my legit first film, which gave me that opportunity to be a lead actor for the first time. So yeah, it's very special, and I'm very, very excited for this to come out.
We just want to be in cinemas for 4 weeks. We wanted to make sure that we are all over your magazine. If people read it.
Yeah, but the songs are gonna be.
Yeah, so Ashu
really
Pathak has done the music, and he's blast from the past. Like he's
Bombay Boys.
He's done
खाने का,
Bombay
पीने
Boys.
का, नाचने का,
Yeah.
Yes.
Remembers him from there.
Yeah, and Ashu's done music, and Moses found Ashu and got everything going.
Ashu and I go back a long way, and actually I went to, because this film is about music, it's like, and each song is woven into the narrative and takes the story forward. I wanted to have really powerful music in the film, so I went to all the big names and I met all of them. I sat with all of them and we had discussions and all of that stuff, and I didn't like anything that I was hearing, because I just felt like instead of creating music or getting under the skin of the story, they were just taking out stuff from their banks and making me hear it, and I was like, I don't want that. So I just decided to go to Ashu, a Bollywood music guy, and I wanted, this is a commercial film and I wanted the music to be commercial. So I sat with him, I told him my fears, my apprehension about him, but I also knew that he was very great in understanding what I wanted, and he rocked it out with every song. He gave me exactly what I wanted. We really achieved what I set out to do, what I really wanted, and it's all his credit, because he took my anxieties, my fear, my insecurities about taking him on board and just completely wiped them out by giving music that was like really perfect for the film.
And this is one film that I would especially underline that you should hear the backgrounds.
There are five lip sync songs, and the rest are part of the soundtrack. But our album will have 13 or 14 songs.
But the thing is, also, I just quickly wanted to add that when we heard the songs for the first time, we heard them without any video, right? When we all heard them for the first time, and they felt just as powerful. So they're quintessentially, I think if you picked up the phone of any, especially youth in the country these days, you picked up anyone's phone, it's a quintessential playlist that you'd have. It's a little mix of everything, but it with more depth and, now more meaning, obviously, because there's video to it as well. But they're entirely contextual, but what I was trying to say is, even if you listen to them out of context, they just do something to you that lend to what Moses was trying to do with the film, that sort of, that inspiration, hallelujah, that sort of, that vibe that you get, you just feel it from the very first time you hear any of the songs. And then given with what, and then you take that with what he's done with Swapnil, who's our DOP, who's this magician in himself, has created visually, it just really uplifts you. And I think that that's why, even though people have watched it all around the world, they get it. Because sound sort of, you don't need to speak the language to understand music. And that's exactly what the film does. You understand exactly what's going on because the songs are so carefully interwoven into the script. So it just fills in everywhere.
I remember when I was talking to Ashu, he was like, so what genre do you want this album to be? I was like, every.
Yeah.
And he was like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I want every. So we
Yeah.
have a rock and we have a Punjabi rock anthem.
Which is excellent.
We have the first song that's coming out on the 21st, which is coming out on the 21st, is like inspired from Nazia Hassan's music. We have, like kind of funky disco. We have an R&B Qawwali. That song has been done by Ishq Vector. We have like a love ballad, which is all like string instruments like violins and harps. We have
there's the Japanese harp in it, no?
And we
there's a
have
Japanese,
Red Winds dancing to that.
which are Beyonce and Jay-Z's choreographers. We have them in the song. They flew down especially from Vegas and did the song for us as a gift after we sent them the song, and they loved it, and they said they charged like $100,000-$200,000 for song, and they were like, okay, we'll do this for you as a gift. They loved the song so much because
And
they were
you know,
like,
they're
nobody ever asked us to
Afro
do ballads, so it's a ballad. And we have another song in the desert that is very like, it's like, I would say it's a modern day Dum Maro Dum. So
Please quote that.
Huh?
Please quote that. That's I'm
But
gonna
it
say
is,
that.
I
I'm
mean-
gonna say that all the time. It so is.
Yeah.
Visually as well.
So these were my briefs to Ashu, and he was like, okay, so you want a bit of everything. And I was like, yeah.
No pressure.
And I was like, yeah, but he really did it. Like he really did it. I remember the rock anthem. We were actually going to go with a different composer, and he sent me something 5 days before the shoot. We were in Pathankot, where we from there we were going to go to. No. That was we actually were going to go back to do a promotional song, but then we couldn't now. But I remember, and then the guy sent me, the other composer sent me the song, and I didn't like it at all. I made Shan hear it. We were like, it was like a downer, and it's supposed to be a really uplifting, happy moment in the film. So I called up Ashu and I said, anyway, I'm sorry I didn't ask you to do this song earlier, but can you do it now? And he said, how dare you ask me 5 days before the shoot? I said, please, I'm really sorry. We have to shoot the song, otherwise we're going to like die. We can't go back to the song. He sent it like overnight, and it's like, it's the second song that's going to come out of the soundtrack.
I heard it in the morning, like.
There's something so pure about the script, about Moses and about the script, that kind of translated in this shape, that translated in Amira, which is Sarah's character in the film. So you somewhere you just feel deeply connected to this. And
It's very
that's-
honest. Like even
Yeah.
when I read it for the first time, even playing the character, I didn't feel, of course you're acting, but there's an undeniable honesty to
One thing
everything.
that we've not had any problems. We've had a blast making the film.
Yeah.
It's been the best time of our lives.
We had around 5 rap parties because we were like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
So
to have an
nice.
occasion just to meet everybody again and again and again. So we were like, let's have
This is
one
another
more
thing I
rap
tell
party.
everyone. I have to tell you guys as well. So we stayed in a guest house in Gurgaon, right? When you were shooting Delhi, and it was really cute because it was like a dorm. It was like a college
We'd
dorm.
taken
Because
over the
everybody's
whole thing.
doors were open. Yeah, we taken over the whole thing. Everybody's doors were open. There's music playing. I used to go to his room for coffee in the mornings, and suddenly you come back from shoot and where's everybody in Moses' room and listening to music and dancing and just needed an excuse. Oh, we shot for 2 days. No, we're having a turnover. Let's have a party tonight and then start.
Any day off we would get,
Just-
there would be a party,
Yeah.
a celebration.